continue to build the wall. You were so strong, I fell to my knees. And I don't think I can handle this at all.
Hey everyone, Gray Hunter or Murphy Hunter, whichever you know me by. This is my introduction video for the Brujas Gathering / Brujas Facebook page. Again, I'm doing this video because we have I've been having these Brujas gathering meetings at my home, and not everyone is able to participate and come out because, you know, of whatever it is that's going on. But I thought that this would be, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get comfortable. I thought this would be a good opportunity to get everybody to know one another, and we can just do it through a video. If you'd like to participate, please feel free to make a short video or a long video, whatever you want to make, and post it here on the Brujas page so we can get to know about you. And when you make this video, not only would I like for you to put, I mean, you can put whatever you want about yourself, but I definitely would like for you to include what got you into witchcraft, if that is what you do, or what has led you down the path that you are following, and anything else that you'd like to share. Okay, so my name is Murphy Hunter, and my witch name is Gray Hunter. And I came up with my witch name a long time ago, because when I first started, you know, I thought that witchcraft went by, you know, either black or white, and I wasn't either. I wasn't all black and I wasn't all white, so I just decided to make it gray, and that in gray is one of my favorite colors, so it was pretty easy just to, you know, do it like that. I'm sorry, I keep moving around. The other video was in the front of my bed, and now this is like on the side of my bed where my altar is. Just trying to find some light because my room is kind of dark. But anyway, I have been a practicing witch for a very long time. Sorry, the smoke is my incense. For a very long time, you know, I want to say that, you know, I can't put a particular age on it because I remember learning from my grandma a long time ago when I was little, and I don't remember, like I said, my memory is horrible to begin with, so I really don't remember. I just remember that I was pretty young, and you know, I first started seeing her and understanding what it was that she was doing, and she would teach me about certain things. You know, we would go to the backyard and she'd show me how to pick herbs, and I was always wondering, like, why is Grandma picking these plants and cooking them from outside, but whatever. And then, you know, I'd see her cabinets where she had all of her stuff. I was very fortunate to be able to see her Book of Shadows a long time ago, and I haven't seen it since. And that, I'm sorry, my feet are falling asleep. That's something that I'm trying to get a hold of, is my grandmother's Book of Shadows. That's a very long story, so that'll be for another video. But I did start learning from her. There wasn't anybody else in my family that did witchcraft that I knew of. I would always just hear my mother talking about stories about what my grandmother did, and you know, just stories. I wish I would have listened better, or maybe I did and I just can't remember. My daughter calls me Dory because my memory is horrible, which is true. I am Dory Supreme because my memory is horrible. But anyway, so I was on my own doing witchcraft, and you know, I got married young and got divorced young. Was on my own young. Went to college after I had my 3 children. And that's when I started to really, I would say, grow up, or really started to figure out who I was. And I think for me, my witchcraft it was just something that kept calling to me. Everywhere I looked, everywhere I'd see it, I would see something. You know, I just knew that there was something else. You know, I tried when I was growing up. You know, I would move around, and I lived with my aunt, and you know, we would go to church, and God, I totally disliked her church because it was so boring, and we just went, and it lasted forever, and the songs were horrible, and I just had no, it's something I just did not want to do, but it was like torture going every day, and I knew that wasn't what I wanted to do. When I went to go live with my sister, we went to her church, and I think her church was Methodist, and that was fun because you know, the if you've ever been to a Methodist church, like an all black Methodist church, we got music, we had like percussion, and you know, that part was great, the music and all that, and you know, and actually the you know, the preacher up there giving his sermon, it was interesting. I mean, it was interesting, but the stories were very interesting, and I could see how it related to everyone, but it still was not for me. I didn't feel comfortable there. I felt like he was talking to everyone else but me, and I kept waiting for, well, where does my part come in? Where is the part that I connect to? And that never happened. So moved on from there, and then you know, I just started reading and decided that I was going to start studying different religions, and I was going to find the religion that worked for me. And I mean, I thought for a while I was going to be Buddhist because I love the Buddhist religion and the ways that it's just very peaceful, and it's very nature, spiritual related, and that I felt a lot of peace there, and I actually started learning to meditate when I was studying Buddhism, and you know, for a while there, I said I want to go live with the monks for like about 6 months to a year. Of course, you have to be invited, but I really wanted to do that because I felt that was the only way that I was going to be able to find myself, because I was still looking for something. And then, you know, of course, having my children were young, and I was single and going to college, and, you know, it was still really hard. And, but then I did find my way. You know, I came across a witchcraft book or something, you know, because I was always interested in the, you know, witch movies and horror movies and movies about ghosts and all of, you know, anything supernatural. And that's where I felt like I was at home, was in the supernatural world. And so that's when I decided that I needed to look into that world. And I did, and that's when I picked up my witchcraft books, and I started remembering a lot of the stuff that my grandmother used to do. And I wish that I would have spent more time with her and really learned everything that she had to teach. But you know, she passed away, and of course all I was left with was the stories that everybody else had about her being, you know, the town witch and the things that she did. And my aunts are left, but they all act like they still have to be in secret and hiding because the fear of whatever. But anyway, so I've been doing this solo for a long time, and so yeah, if I had to put a title on myself, I would say that I'm a solitary, eclectic, hereditary witch. That's a lot. But basically, I'm just a bruja. I love witchcraft. I love doing the witchcraft part of it. I mean, I know as witches, we are all natural healers. We are all, we are all about helping people, wanting to help people, and wanting to do good. And, You know, that's part of being a witch. And, you know, I was I guess a healer in some sort of way. You know, I was a surgical nurse for 14 years. And I walked away from that 2 years ago. I had enough, you know, and I don't know if it works with everyone, but like, you know, my senses are so heightened as far as, you know, everything from, you know, of course the five senses, but as well as, you know, I wouldn't say that I'm a empath because I'm clairvoyant. I'm not an empath, but I feel like I could feel everything from everyone else, and it does become overwhelming. And I have thrown myself deep into my meditation and really focus on meditation has saved me so many times from going crazy. But I just finally told my husband that I just couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't be that person anymore. I hated what I did, and I don't mind working hard. I've been working since I was 15. I mean, you know, so obviously it's not about work. It's just the type of work that I did. So anyway, I really got into my photography. Sorry, my feet are falling asleep again. I really got into my photography, and that's what I've, you know, have become as my profession. So, I mean, I've been doing photography since I was 12, and so I've just really worked on it, just like everything else. You know, your work makes, you know, work, and you know, you get better and better and better. But I'm really happy being a photographer. I'm happy with my witchcraft. And you know, I say I'm eclectic because I study everything from voodoo and hoodoo are my specialties. And of course, you know, I study gypsy magic and fairy magic and elemental magic and traditional, you know, witchcraft, and anything and everything I find very interesting. And I don't put it in a category. You know, yes, I have a book of shadows just for my voodoo and hoodoo, separate from my other book of shadows, because I think that needs I think that needs a book of its own, because it's completely different. And but yes, I mean, if I find something that's interesting to me, I'm gonna try it, because as I said, to me, witchcraft is what you make it. It doesn't have to have a label. It doesn't have to have, you know, I only do white magic. Well, why? There's so much out there. You know, that's like saying that. Balance. Okay. I have this balanced on my altar on a book of matches. Like a very big book of matches. Anyway, it's like saying that I am a vegetarian, but I only eat tomatoes and broccoli. Why? There's so many vegetables out there. That's how I feel about witchcraft. Why study one when there's so much out there that you can do? But for me, like I said, I'm solitary because I work alone. But now that I have been, you know, my daughters have come out. I have 5 daughters, and they are all witches. They're all practicing witches and everyone is on their own. As far as what they study, how much they study, what it is that they do. Everybody's their own, and no one is more advanced than anyone. You know, we're all learning. You know, even though I've been studying for a long time, I'm nowhere near advanced more than anybody else. And so, let me see what else. I have 5 beautiful daughters. I have a wonderful husband who supports me in every way, in anything that I want to do. I think if I was to say, hey, Derek, I'm going to shave my head off, all my hair off, and I'm going to put the triple goddess tattoo on my head, he'll be like, okay. You know, he's one of those type of guys that just, you know, loves me. Like, you know, You know, when you love someone so much, support them in anything. And you don't, you know, for me, this is the first time that I've had that, you know, in a man that has been there for me without without conditions. I should say that. It's when they say unconditional love, that's exactly what it is. It's unconditional love, and it's the same. We're both the same way. You know, I love and support him no matter what he does, from having a very good job to if he had to work at McDonald's. You know, your job doesn't define you. But that has helped me become who I am in having a loving husband and a loving family. Being able to be free in the choices that I do as far as being a photographer. Now, you know, if I had to work, because we were needing me to work for money, yes, definitely, I would do whatever it takes, from bagging groceries to going back to the hospital, whatever it takes. But I'm very fortunate that I don't have to worry about that right now. So I'm able to focus on my photography and focus on my witchcraft, and live a very happy life. And so with that, I really want to invite people to do the same. Now, I know what it's like to be single and have kids and worry about how you're going to pay rent. And I mean, I was like that, you know, and I'm, like I said, I'm very fortunate that I don't have that anymore, but I know what it's like. And through witchcraft, it really does help you better your life, not only with giving you confidence and the ability of free thinking, and making you feel empowered, but through magic, you can improve your way of living so much. So yeah, there we go. I think I've touched on what type of witch I am, which is a solitary, eclectic, hereditary witch. But like I said, I'm just a bruja that does everything. Does that make me dangerous? I would say that having a big, large yard that I could bury people in makes me dangerous. No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't really feel that I have to do anything like that. But if I had to, I will. I do whatever it takes to protect my family, me and my family, people that I love and care for. I'm married. I have 5 beautiful daughters. I'm a photographer. And what else? I think that's about it. So, okay guys, so now it's y'all's turn. So if you want to participate in this and to explain a little bit about who you are, what you do, type of witch you are, and what got you into witchcraft, please feel free to make the video and post it on the Brujas page. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Okay, so I look forward to seeing everybody's videos. All right, guys, blessed be.